Hey everyone, it's Deb from Locked Up with History, Geelong Gaol Museum, and Twisted History here today. I just thought I am back into the jail again today, so I thought I would show you, not us, show you, it's the end of the day, I'm tired, show you one of our latest acquisitions. So many of you who've been through the jail would have seen our Frederick Deeming silicon bust. This one, we've just had Coles just finished another one for us. This one is on Dan Morgan. So anyone who's been on a Locked Up with History tour with me through the jail, you know that I generally carry a head around with me while I am doing a tour, and that's because I usually talk a little bit about anatomy. And I use Dan's story as part of that illustration of what we used to do with some of our executed criminals, shall we say. Oh, he wasn't executed, he was shot dead up at Peechealba Station. So for those of you who don't know Dan Morgan's story, Dan Morgan was a bushranger. I think he was one of the first native-born bushrangers. So he was born up in Sydney. Has a lot of aliases that he went under, including Down the River Jack, which I just love, and a few other different names. He spent time on a lot of the hulks. He was arrested under an assumed name of John Smith. So he spent a lot of time on a lot of the hulks that we had. I think the President, the Success, and the Lysander from memory. So he did that. But how he met his unfortunate end is that he went up to Peechealba Station in northeast Victoria. He held the station hostage overnight. One of the servant girls, a 13-year-old servant girl who was looking after a baby, managed to get out and raise the alarm that he was actually there. He'd sort of been issued a challenge by the Victorian police to cross the river one more time because he'd done a lot up in New South Wales. He'd murdered a police officer up there, I think by the name of McGinty. So the police were kind of wanting to get hold of him. And they did. The next day, as he came out of the station, he was shot dead. But it was sort of the story, I suppose, that's made him a little bit more infamous and gone down in history, but is what they did to his body after he was dead. And I'll turn around and show you the story. I'll show you his bust in a minute. But he had a lot of his hair souvenired. They were going to send his head down to the anatomy department at the University of Melbourne to Professor Halford, who was less than impressed. And then it was rumoured that they removed his scrotum to use as a snuff pouch. So a lot of things that were done to this poor man after his death. But I'll spin you around so you can have a look at our brand new exhibition. So this is Dan Morgan. So Cole, as always, has done a fabulous job on him. So you can see he's got a lot of thick black bushy hair, bushy beard. And a lot of this was souvenired by the people that were involved in his death and his capture, I suppose. And this is what they did to him. You can see he's got a bit of a black eye there as well. So yeah, so Cole does an excellent job. So you can come down and see Dan Morgan. So you can come down and see Dan Morgan. He is set up in our hulks room, which is where I am now. So you sort of see behind me, this is all our stuff that we've got on the hulks. Now, I think I've done a story on that solitary confinement box that we had on the ships as well. So yeah, so come down and you can come and visit Dan for yourself here in the hulks room and during our normal opening hours between 12 and 5. Hope to see you soon. Bye.